Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Matt Valley, and I work in the consumer insights, analytics, market research industry, where I've spent my entire career. I fell into this space quite by accident, like so many people in this industry, but I've stuck around for many of the same reasons that perhaps you have. The work is always fascinating, it's intellectually stimulating, and always changing. I love the fact that it really helps drive the business. And from a broader societal perspective, I've become convinced that it really does make a difference. I can see with my own two eyes the impact that we've had by bringing the voice of the consumer to create better products, better services, better experiences that we all benefit from on a day to day basis. But most importantly, there's something about people that work in this space. They're the most fascinating people. They're always smart, of course, but often they really come from off the beaten track. And they often have these really great stories of things they've done in the past, things they're doing in parallel to their professional career. And you tease these stories out in conversations at conferences or over lunch or over a beer or whatever, and they so often don't see the light of day. I think market researchers tend to be pretty humble, by the way. So I'm here to launch the Rock and Roll Research Podcast, which seeks to highlight some of those cool stories from people in this industry that you may already know or people that you don't know. Nevertheless, really fascinating stories that often inform the perspective of some of these people, but are just fascinating in their own right, and I want to share them with you via the podcast. So, a little bit about the podcast. It's going to start out as a weekly endeavor, probably starting next week. The podcast will last about 20 to 30 minutes. They are question answer interview format where we'll be talking a little bit about the professional career, what they do or what they've done in their rock and roll side gig, whatever that might be, and how those things might relate, and maybe a little bit about their vision for the future of our industry. So I will be launching this on all of the major podcasting channels. I'll make people aware of it via LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, etc. And if you perhaps have your own really cool story that you want to share, or if you know somebody who has the story that really other people need to hear, please reach out and let me know, because I'd like to keep this going as long as I can. This has been a great outlet for me so far because I'm cooped up in the house like all of you are because of the pandemic. Don't get a chance to talk to a lot of people. But separately for me, I'm stuck in the middle of this years long, perhaps decades long midlife crisis that I'm always looking for new outlets to continue. So this should work. I'd love for this to go as long as it can. I have about a dozen lined up already, but please reach out if you've got a story to tell. So stay tuned. Next one, first one, is coming very soon. I think you'll love it. I've got some really cool stories that you'll really enjoy hearing. So stay tuned, rock and roll, and talk to you soon.